Hi friends, let's learn some naming conventions that we need to follow in Java. We have some set of rules in any programming language that we need to follow while writing the program. So if everyone follow the same standards, it would be more readable, right, to others also, like to understand the code and all. So in this video, let's talk about the rules that we have to follow while naming variables, methods, classes, and interface, etc. So it's very important for any beginner who's starting their career in Java or any other programming language. Also, even if you're an experienced guy nowadays in interview, you guys know they will ask very basic questions, right? Which most of them won't be able to answer. So this is for everyone. Please watch the video completely. Okay. So let's get started. So first we will see how can we name a variable. So what is a variable that we have already mentioned in our previous video. So how to give a name for a variable. Let's say I'm going to define the age of a student. So let me just give age equal to 2. So when you look at this term age, the conditions is that we can call it as an identifier. It should begin with a letter. It can be a small letter or it can be capital keys also. Apart from this, you can write any name by starting with a dollar character or an underscore. With a dollar character or an underscore. Okay, so now you can see a warning. This is nothing, you have not used that in your program. So let's print the value of age. Now you won't be able to see that error since it is used in our program. Okay, now let's come to the topic. So you can start your name with any of the letter, any alphabetical letter or dollar or underscore. But according to the Java standard, actually the dollar and the underscore characters are not entertained. It's not encouraged to use at the beginning of a variable name. Okay, so it's always better and it's always recommended to write any variable name using a an alphabetical letter. Okay, now after this first character you can have the combination of any letters, any characters. Like letters, you can have the combination of letters, digits, underscores or anything. Okay, but make sure that you're not using any white space in the name. For example, if I put a space over here, it will throw the compilation error. So don't put any white space. Apart from that, you can have any combination of characters after the first character. And whenever you name for any variable, make sure that you are using some meaningful words. For example, now we have defined age, right? So I just gave age only. Don't put like a single character list like A, B, C, and all. Just give the complete name of that particular word, which should have some meanings. It should convey some meanings. Now let's say the name has two words. For example, let's say you are giving first name. So it has two words, right? First and then name. Then what you can do for easy readability, you can change the first letter of every succeeding words with a capital case. Except the first word, you can have the first letter of every following words or succeeding words with a capital letter, and this is called the camel case way of writing. Now let's say you are declaring a constant value. In Java we have a concept of declaring a constant value which cannot be changed later in the code. For example, I want to define a constant int. So this is a constant. Okay, so when you are declaring any constant value, it's always recommended to use only the capital case letters. Okay, and if you have more than one word in the same variable name, then you can put an underscore. This is only in the case of constants. And this underscore character, by convention, according to the standard, this underscore character is actually not used anywhere. You can use it with variable names and all, but this is recommended only with constant variable names. Okay, and you cannot use any keyword as a variable name. So what is a keyword? So in this editor, you can see with this orange color, all these are called keywords. Int is a keyword, static is a keyword. All these are built-in keywords in Java programming language. So if you are trying to give a keyword variable name as a keyword, let's say I'm going to give final as my variable name. What happens? It will throw an exception. Syntax error on token final. So we cannot use any reserved keywords as a variable name. And all these variable names are case sensitive. What does this case sensitive means? Means for example, if I put like this, instead of capital N, if I put small letter n, it will consider as a different variable only. It won't show this is duplicate because this is case sensitive. Let's see some examples. You cannot write any variable having these special characters other than this dollar and underscore. You can see syntax error on token. And let's say if I put 1 to age again, it will show syntax error on token. And if I put hyphen name, I can see again syntax around token. So the name variable names can start with only a to z from capital or smaller case and dollar and underscore, but dollar and underscore is not actually recommended to use. So it's all about the variable naming conventions. And when it comes to the class name, you can see the class name always should begin with a capital letter. And if you have more than one word, as I mentioned, you can capitalize the first letter of each word in the class name. And now when it comes to the method name, public void click login. So there is a method or a function click login. So when it comes to the method name, you can start write your method name by using the small case character and then the first letter of every succeeding with a capital case. And there is one more concept called interface in Java. So interface will be declared instead of this class. There will be a keyword used interface, and for interface also we should start the interface name with a capital letter. Okay, so these are all the naming conventions that we have to follow in Java programming language. So I hope you have liked this video. If so, please keep following this channel. So we'll see in our next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you.